Okay, sure. Alter secret histories. Shall we go in? Okay, here we are. Oh my. This is crazy. Very, what are you?
Huh?
Oh, it's you, Galica. Yeah, long time no see. I'm so happy to see you safe. Long time. Has it been so long? Oh, I suppose you're right.
Wow.
Well, guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know. Several months? Oh my, Galica, it's keeping track of time now? Is she?
What?
Huh? What do you mean? A day, a month, a year? That's people time. What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. But I guess that's kind of cool. Dang, I feel bad for Galica. Interesting. I should be walking on these glasses. Well, anyways. I'll just talk to you lady first, I guess. Actually, I might not be able to come back here. See if there's anything else in here. This fair is all about. Interesting. Well, guess nothing really out here for us to have. So here we are, going to talk to a lady. Oh boy. All time it just got a good tree a day. A day? I guess, I don't know.
Does this depict the Elda tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince is... that is to say, I am a... Second? Both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. 'Tis nothing short of astounding. But then,
Why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the Church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elda denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, Thudman Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
Oh, look at this.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Lewis's method as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out, as though that's the natural order. Ooh. Look at this. Move war. What the heck? Oh, I never tried to change the unknown as awaken the heroic body of the prince. What?
Let's do it.
Okay. If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my conviction in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
I'll count you? Of course it is. Oh man. Of course it is.
I want you by my side until the end.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Yeah.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
What's this forbidden spell? Tell me about Luis. Do I have to specifically? I'm pretty sure I get to go one or the other, or they'll tell me both anyways with the line, but you never know. You never know. Let's do forbidden spell.
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's Elda, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome. What do you wish to know?
Okay, yeah, figured. Yeah, let's see.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius, a family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait, what about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw. Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Here we go. Can I use the soup? No, I can't. Okay. I wanted to see what they say.
I beg your pardon.
That sword once belonged to the prince, did it not? Though I suppose now that makes you its rightful owner. One glass and I can tell, you still use it even now. Not only for combat but for sword surfing as well. That sword was a gift from Her Highness our Queen and your mother. She was quite skilled with it, free-spirited as she was. She'd fly about the forest much like the air of the Lady Rudy. Any doubt concerning your lineage are disproven by this blade, and how you use it. You are indeed His Highness's flesh and blood. Oh, my. By the very nature, fairies are magical beings who can recalibrate the density of the magla particles at will. Should the need arise, they can make themselves practically invisible to those with lesser sensitivity to magla. This is why Galica goes largely unnoticed. It is also why fairies make excellent messengers. I was always wondering about that. That makes sense. But why? I don't know. I dare say this sanctum is the sole place you'll find this many fairies floating around without concerns for being hidden. Needless to say, this bond is a testament to the long-standing intertwining of Elda traditions and magic. Oh, okay. Well, good to know we had that little nice tidbit. Okay. What do you have?
Hello.
Are you going to chase after the ghoulish man? Where's my help for a fair? No, I don't really need those things. So, is everyone safe? We are. We've had no casualties. However, we were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him.
No.
There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the resistance, as any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. Ah boy, gotta deal with this boy. Zorba we're talking about, right? Probably have dark magic. Well, let's hope that we got everything ready to go.
Ready?
We need to hurry after the attack. Are you ready? Let's go. I could beat this poor fool, Zorba.
Stop! You. Zorba.
So it was you behind the attack.
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Oh, bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
Shoot,
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
Pedal! This is why they gave us the prince, huh? Find the prince and know that we can sure just for. Oh, they gave you.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Prince Archetype unlocked. Oh, they forced me to do it anyways. Okay. As you wish. Access supports all its skills. It has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred. Fair enough.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Ooh, what is all this? Synth attacks. Yeah, I gave it some stuff before. Okay.
Hold on.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
I don't know. Last time I remember you being weak to weed.
Hold back.
Well, I think they want us to use this. Oh, the legs too. An apple. Oh gosh, this fight right. Okay.
Maybe not. We'll do this together.
Whew. One enemy, one enemy. All enemies. Huh. One enemy, one enemy, one enemy. Man,
Not this.
it's on humans a lot, eh? The wings, okay. Apple. 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 Any other parts? Okay. Legs. The main part. Legs, okay. What do I want to shoot? Gosh. There's 3 apples? And they heal. Well. Let's just hit the main body first.
Nice hit.
Critical hit.
Perfect.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
Wow.
After me!
Deals quick physical enemies 2 to 4 times.
Let's
Why
do
not?
this.
Let's see here.
This is it!
Nice
That's
one,
an animation,
Joel.
alright.
This'll be over soon enough.
Okay, so the apples are almost done with.
Now for a grand maneuver.
Medium on all enemies.
Maybe something else. I'll show you. This might be too much. Let's do this together.
It's up to you now.
Raging fire!
Everyone is counting on me.
Well, at least the apples are gone now.
If I can get close, to the back!
The wings, big body, legs.
I must concentrate. I shall rethink this. Take my fullest power. It is your turn!
Yeah! You've hit their weakness!
It's okay. We can do this. Come forth, Royal Soul! No. Let's work together! No, this one. Let's go!
Or slash.
Maybe not. Let's set it up!
Should go for it. Why not?
Counting on you! No holding back!
Oh, okay. Dang.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again!
Oh man, you'll need these apples.
Let's make an end of it!
Let's do this!
Let's do this! Not done yet.
Roll
I happen to know. Come on,
anyone
follow
got
me!
healing to me.
We'll combine our strength!
Let's keep it up.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again! Roll hurt bad. Can anyone get on healing duty?
Oh, I got rid of the wing, huh?
I ask for your aid. Now isn't the time.
Let's just heal up real quick.
We have provisions.
That helped.
Thanks.
My thanks.
Let's stay calm.
Guess I could have healed too, huh?
I'll cut through!
I can't afford to hold back.
Oh, I'm in the back, that's why I'm not doing as much damage.
Give me your aid!
Imagine that.
Let my power support you!
You will taste justice!
It regenerated the headwind! Here comes another round of wind attack! Oh, Captain's hurt bad!
Still fight!
Let's get him some healing! Captain's on his last legs! Someone, get him healed up!
This is just what I need. A bit much, actually. Come on, help me out.
It's up to you now.
That felt
Oh,
great.
it blocks that.
More
Oh, good to know.
Quick, knock them off again! Captain's down! Someone, help him back up!
That's fine. It's not so bad.
This should hurt.
Still fight! By this power! We can do this!
Thank you.
Thank you.
I owe you. I shall fight as the noble I am. No holding back!
Yep. Weaken your defense real quick.
Legs are back to normal! Ugh! We'd only just taken them out! Come on! Follow me!
Oh, now that I know it's resistant to iron.
Let my power
The
support
lightning.
you.
These kinds of things, shenanigans.
I shall do. I must concentrate.
I'll lend a hand myself. I destroyed it.
I pray that did something.
It's okay. Charging in. Great! Is there... Lend me your strength!
What do I do?
Let me help! How's this?
There you go, there's the damage.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again! You're healed! We've gotta do something about those apples!
Okay.
Everyone okay? You gotta heal up!
Wait, someone's gonna die.
Knock us down! Someone! Help him back up!
Withdrawing!
Hey! Hey! Wake up! We're still in a fight here! Let me handle those apples.
Sure, I guess you
Alright,
can.
leave it to me!
I don't care, but yeah.
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there!
I happen to know a thing or two about magic. Wizard!
Oh, just open the body.
Stroll
Even
can't
my
take any
strength
more.
will be needed.
Someone heal him!
Summoner! Come forth now!
Yeah! Yupa hit their weakness!
I'll get some distance. We're not out of this yet!
That was helpful, thanks.
My thanks.
Okay. That's what you know. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Trivial.
Yeah, you do nothing.
To the fore! Are you prepared? Run the die hard!
I'll give you the perform wizard! Raging Sun! We sure don't give up easy.
I shall do.
For victory! If you would.
Heed me! That ought to turn the tide of the battle.
I will fight with pride! Forward!
I want to kill the legs too, though.
I'm all prepared.
Oh well.
Coordination is key!
Let's do this!
He's dead. Dude, is that? No. When God's Gale Seeker. Well, I guess I gave it with the prince, huh?
That'll do.
Okay.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Ah! I didn't know I had it in me.
Marvelous. I feel stronger already.
I am most certainly stronger than I was.
Feels like I'm making progress. The bastard got away!
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible. But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
I'm prepared. Let us fight together.
Of course. I'm prepared.
Yes, that determination is how we'll stop him.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, which such partings would become such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
That's what it comes down to. That's optimistic. I hope you'll sing a victory song. I don't know.
That's certainly an optimistic way to put it.
Well, we're definitely backed into a corner. But Juna's right. We've got to keep faith.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Yes, I will.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Oh boy, see, this is how you want to do things, eh?
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met.
Uh-huh.
The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Likewise. Stay behind forever. Likewise.
Likewise. I'm glad to be your ally.
Yep. Though, I guess our toughest challenge is next.
Having overcome her trial, I can sense a newfound conviction from Galica as both an ally and as a friend.
The mystical fairy, Galica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Rank up, rank 8.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
New ability, Mage Archetype Elite. The party can now study the Elemental Master and Warlock. Victory Foresight. During combat, you may gain extra turn icons. Nice. Elemental Master Archetype unlocked. You can now study the Elemental Master in Academia. Try saying what new powers await you. Warlock Academia. Okay.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
Oh my, this is the magic of music that Galica casts for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize. Oh yeah, definitely.
By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is a legacy of my parents, the late King Euphronia and the Queen of Elven Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideals of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is...
Oh, great.
The last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
Okay. The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by the war. So, if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Cruiday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there is no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality. And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel and your ideals with Galica, I closed my eyes. Oh, more once again, eh? Academia, it seems that I've been summoned by more in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elda was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety, and archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? I'm not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again, as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed, 'tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you?
could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
My conscience faded away and I was sent back to my sleep. Reminded, I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Well, I'm not too surprised there, to be honest. As Moore visited the ancient Elden sanctum.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, that's a cool little change. Interesting.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Sonic to the end. Don't break us out there.
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in my eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
To protect my country and its people. I don't care for honor. Some coin would be nice. Oh, I did ask for money in the early on with English or something like that. I was too big.
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Alright, then. At the Grand Trad? What? Why?
Let's move!
Yeah, let's go to Grand Trad. Yeah, let's go. Go down, Trad. Give it a war message. Still, should we choose not to fight, then Lewis victims only pounds higher. Easy to say will help anyone, but we don't get the whole other thing. All the more reason we gotta prove we're serious about what? We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled out of away from the bottom. Yeah, that's true. Alright then!
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
Yeah, we got some days before the true day.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general.
The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Dang. He has ways.
Well then, let us depart.
Has it been in the book?
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently, and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Oh boy. Here we go. Again. Back in Grand. Wow, they're really
Come
trying.
on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of reef.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
Damn.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You've seen Count Luis lie to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Interesting.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Well then.
Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert Elda.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Tran. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. A half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored!
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why didn't His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Luis said! You'll
Full us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a Paribus like you, and you spit on him! Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juna, I can't believe this! I admired you! Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame! Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How dare you strike out at him?
They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions, and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run! Now!
How the fuck did you get on? I'm so confused.
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Okay. We'll say. Okay, Nurse is heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. Seems like the city has gone down, at least a tiny bit. They had a hard time backing out Gauntlet Runners, but we shouldn't chance it.
All right.
we should make our way over to the hushed honeybee. Everyone else has already gone ahead.